Welcome everyone to the launch reading for The Envoys, controller Iain Sinclair and editor Trevor Datson. It's also the launch of our new small press called Potential Books, which I always immediately want to preface with an explanation that we're not talking about meeting your potential. It's not that kind of self-help meaning of the word potential. We're thinking of potential in relation to our research center, which is emerging in the School of Literature and Languages, which is LitPo, the Center for Potential Literatures. So by potential, we mean kind of connecting to the LitPo and to possible types of future literatures in many ways. So that's the potential we're going for here. Thank you, of course, to the School of Literature and Languages, principally Bran, who has allowed us to set this up with a sort of an informal relationship to the school, so that we can maintain a sort of an editorial board of people in the School of Literature and Languages, and effectively it will be run by the creative writing team alongside the head of school and other members of the School of Literature and Language. I'm sort of making this up as I'm going, Brand, so I hope you can always correct me if that's not the case. Something in the chat box. Okay, it's very smart, good.
It's a very handsome copy. It really is lovely. I haven't actually seen it, but I've seen a 3D mock-up, and I can see what we can see now. It looks great.
Yeah. So anyway, so we're really, really pleased to be able to kick this off, and with this first publication, which is led by Iain, and well, Iain will talk about it in a moment, and edited by Trevor. And we might have a quick word from you, Trevor, before Iain starts, because Iain's then going to go straight into, once he's had his introduction, into his reading. And then we'll proceed alphabetically in terms of the readers. So what else to say about Unlocking the Grid? This comes about, Potential Press, Potential Books. It comes from our discussions around, as I say, the research center, and thinking about, well, what's the best way to publish this really exciting book that Iain has led. And it seemed fitting that we come up with our own publishing venture for this. It's something we've been thinking about for a while, but haven't essentially had the time to do. So now that we have a full creative writing complement with Liz now working full-time in Surrey, now is the right time to do it, I think. So in terms of what we're going to publish, it's going to be a range of stuff. We're going to be an independent press in our approach and our methodologies. Obviously, we will try and connect to the research center in various ways in terms of the text we publish. We're not opening a call for submissions yet. We'll do that at some point. I think that for the moment, we will just want to get set up, and that's what we're in the process of doing. It'll be prose, it'll be poetry, it'll be pretty much everything else that is a permutation of those things. Not everything will be necessarily experimental or innovative in that sense. That's something we're going to work through as we go. So, Bran, do you want to say anything about the press as you're here?
Yes, yeah, just very quickly. I mean, this is a really exciting moment. It's great to have this press in existence, and I think it really is important to have been able to do what we've done. It's not an official University of Surrey publication, although of course it's affiliated to the university, and the benefits of that are what you've outlined. So it is exciting in keeping with the title of Potential. I mean, I think there's the potential literatures, but also the power of literature. That was something that was I think important to me, that could be captured by this. But I had the easy job in kind of saying okay to this, but it's really to say thank you, huge thank you to you, Stephen, to you, Trevor, Iain, for the whole kind of genius behind it, and all the team involved. It's excellent to have got to this stage, and I'm really excited about what the future might hold for Potential Books.
Brilliant, thank you so much, Brian. Okay, shall we just jump over to Trevor then? Trevor, as the one who did a lot of the design work for the book. Congratulations that this has come out, and thank you for your work on that. Do you want to tell us anything about your experience?
Well, perhaps I could just say, thanks to Iain for the concept, really. He brought, I was on the MFA program last year, and he brought a bunch of sort of MA and MFA together, and kind of inspired us to create this, and came up with the sort of unifying idea for it. And of course, I want to say thanks to Bran and yourself, Stephen, for getting the press together. It feels sort of exciting to see the first book of what I hope will be many, and I assume that we'll be doing things that are other than books as well, websites and all sorts of exciting stuff going forward. And of course, to the other contributors, the one thing I probably would say is that for publications going forward, I would encourage those people, as many people as possible, to get involved with the actual production of it. It is quite a big task, and it's fun to do it, but it's more fun if it's there are more people on board. So when you're looking for future projects, then do get stuck in with what we like to do. And of course, there's the whole knotty business of marketing and distribution as well. But I'm certain it's a great future. So thank you.
Great, thank you. Okay, I should also say that Liz and Angela and Paul, as the other creative writing people, have also been involved in setting this up, and will be involved in the editorial process and publication process stuff as well. So it's not just me. Okay, Iain, shall we go over to you? I'll be letting people in, seeing people coming in, excuse me, periodically, so I'll be letting them in the background. So over to you.
Okay, great.
Say thank you to is, I've clicked the wrong thing here. What do I clicked? There we go. Is Nasma Albarani for her wonderful and slightly scary, or potentially scary, maybe is the term to use, logo, which we are very much in love with. So thank you, Nasma, for putting that together.